Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of this pro tip series, and today I'm going to be talking about how to make silver faster on your account. Now, all of these tips which I'm going to be offering to you guys today is entirely free, doesn't require any money whatsoever. However, if you do have like VIP, for example, it's going to be adding more silver in addition to the tips I'm going to show you today. And all of these tips which I'm going to be sharing, I've been doing many of these things for the past like 6+ years. I've been playing this game for quite a while, whether it be on my own account on iOS or like this baby account. Even though I know it doesn't really show that much silver here, it doesn't really take me long to ramp up that silver production. So before we get started, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's entirely free. Just make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all the channel notifications so that you don't miss videos like these. And I will be doing a gold tips video as well in the near future. And a lot of actually the stuff I'm going to show you today applies to making gold faster as well. And also one more thing, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate it, and it also helps the channel out. So having said that, let's just hop right into it here. So I think the best way to go about this is I'm going to go through all the features of the game, and I'm going to show you how I extract silver from every area. Now, if you have other tips which I may have missed, because it's quite possible there's so many ways to make silver in this game, definitely leave it in the comment section down below so that other players can learn from you, and who knows, maybe I might pick up something from you guys as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be taking a look at here is the special delivery crates, and this happens when we have events. What I typically do is I play a lot, I kind of save up the coins until the end, and then I open up whichever crate I feel is best for my account. Now, if we take a look at the prizes here, so whether it be like a robot, a module, a weapon, components, whatever it is, all of these items can be sold for silver. So that is one way that you can actually, ramp up your silver production. I do have 230 coins here, but because, I don't really play on this baby account, we're going to take a look at, what I get in terms of prizes here. So let's open this up and let's see what we get. And if it's something that I can perhaps sell, if it's gold, then, who knows. Okay, so we actually ended up winning 500 gold. So I guess this is one way you can get more gold. I know the video is not really focused on that, but let's just say I won like scatter components and I didn't really want it. Which in this case, for this account, I would. But if I didn't want it, I could always go to workshop and sell it. So that's one way to ramp up your silver through the special delivery crates. Okay, so the next feature we are going to look at are the offers. Now, I'm not really interested in these deals because I did mention at the start of this video that all the tips I was going to offer in today's video were going to be free for the players. And you can see right at the end, there are these ads. You can watch these ads and you can pick up things like operation experience points, in this case gold, silver, keys, and the keys is actually going to be very important as well. But you can see where you can get additional silver and also power cells. Now, this applies to iOS and Android. I'm not sure about the other platforms. I think Facebook and Steam do not have this feature because of how those platforms manage things like ads and stuff. But this is one way you can pick up additional silver. Okay, so moving on to the bonus daily and the clan tasks. Now, when I was covering the special delivery crates, I mentioned to play a lot, and that's because, you can get these event coins, which are all free, provided you play. But once you get those coins at the end of the event, you open up your crates, if you get weapons, robots, components, whatever it is, if you don't need it, you can always sell it for silver. And that's how I usually ramp up my silver production. Things like this, if you happen to get the Ardent Gust, for example, you can always sell it if you don't want that. And just moving down the list here, just to see if there's anything else. Okay, so if you are playing on iOS or Android and you have access to, these ads, typically what I do is I always watch the one for the event coins first. This way I can kind of build up that, event coins a lot quicker so that I can open up those crates for the premium prizes. And this is typically how I get, the more premium, weapons and modules and stuff like that, the robots. And in terms of daily tasks, I don't think there's anything here. Now for clan, if you are in a clan and you do play a lot, when your clan kind of climbs ranks, you end up getting components, like in this case, weapons, robots, also boosters as well, and also keys. So all of these things can contribute to silver. Like, let's just say, for example, you happen to get a lot of components building up over time for the cryo weapon or the Ravana, but you already have a Ravana. So, what you can do is you can sell those components and get silver for it. In the case of shield boosters and like damage boosters and stuff like that, that's going to help you in battle to increase your damage output so you can get more silver. And I have gone over how to get more damage and stuff like that, in this series. So definitely make sure you check out the other episodes of the series. And again, you have, keys here, which is also going to contribute because, when you open up the black market crates, you can sell some of those items for silver. Okay, so that's going to be, the bonus daily and the clan toss. Okay, so moving on, we're going to be taking a look at Workshop. So what can be done in Workshop in order to ramp up your silver production? Now, earlier, I was talking about the special delivery crates, which is this feature over here. Typically, during events, we have components for weapons and robots, basically components for everything. If you do happen to win a lot of these components and it's for items you don't really need or want, you can always sell it. So we go back to Workshop here. The bottom right corner of your screen will bring you to the storage. You can always sell these components. So let's just say, for example, I didn't want any quarkers because I just don't like those weapons. You can always sell it for silver. So in this case, I have 8,500, which I've accumulated from prizes and stuff. You can see it's 2.55 million silver. So I can always do that, but I'm not going to sell it because this account needs that weapon. But let's just go down the list here. Maybe there's something I can sell. Because I have a lot of stuff on here, but let's just say I don't see myself running, I don't know, Dragoons. Okay, so we can always sell this. I'm not going to get a lot because I only have 150 components, but you can always do that and you can get more silver this way. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about is the conversion, because I know a lot of you are going to ask me, do you use conversion, when you are building items? Now, the only reason why I would want to use conversion is if I have a lot of like silver. But in this case, I don't have because I'm going to be trying to ramp it up, right? So if we take a look at the Ravana here, so let's just choose this. So basically what I'm doing is I'm converting my Nightingale components to Ravana. Now, if you had the silver, then you could do this, but just keep in mind that by converting Nightingale to Ravana components, you will have to spend 32 million in order to convert those components. So I typically don't use this feature because the conversion rate is terrible. So that's why I don't use it. And also I just find that I think I will burn through a lot more silver this way too. So yeah, I tend to not use that. And another thing which I wanted to show you guys as well. So some players don't know this, but every time you build items in the workshop, you actually progress in terms of your workshop level. And when you reach certain levels, you can actually get gold and silver. So I have up on the screen right now, level 40 of workshop. So you can see, how much gold and silver I actually got once I reached level 40. So this is one way you can actually get more gold as well, is to build items in workshop. And why I always actually try to build anything, in workshop. It doesn't matter if you have everything, try to build something so that you can level it up and you can get resources from the game that way, because it's all free. You're just building it and recycling it afterwards. And if you don't want it, you can always sell it for silver. So that's, my tips for workshop. But we're going to move on here to the black market, because there's other things you can do in black market in order to ramp up your silver as well. Okay, so moving on, we are going to take a look at the black market. So the black market is a really important feature when it comes to ramping up your silver. It's probably one of the most important features, I think, for me when I'm playing on this baby account, because I don't really play on this account much. My main account is on iOS. And so I'm going to show you what I do. Earlier, I was talking about the offers. And right at the end, which I don't think I have any, I haven't got any because I watched all those ads. But there is one offer where you watch an ad and you get key boosters, which is really important, because what I typically do is if you go to resources here under your boosters, I typically activate my key boosters whenever I'm playing. So if I'm going to play for like an hour, I boost up for an hour using these key boosters, and that means after each game I'm going to make more keys, and those keys go towards the black market here. And what I typically do is I save up 1,000 keys so that I can open up the gold chest. Now, why the gold chest? If you take a look at the prizes, so in this chest you have a lot of the newer weapons like Atomizer, Corker, Cryo, Rhyme, Glacier. Just looking to see if there's any other weapons here. The Pulsar weapon's actually a really good one too, but there's a lot of resources in this chest. So 5,000 gold, 1,000 gold, even 100 platinum, the 10 million silver. This one I'm really after. And also, I believe there's a 9,000 keys prize there, and power cells. I've won this actually quite a few times on this account, but what I'm really after is the 10 million silver. And I know a lot of players are going to think, why the 10 million silver? That's such a bad prize. I'm going to show you why I aim for this prize here. So one of the prizes in this chest is a rhyme, and I think I might have won a rhyme before. So I'm going to go back to the main hangar. I'm going to show you something here. So if you take a look at this rhyme, which I've won, if I were to sell this rhyme, I only get 3 million, okay, 3.12 million silver. If I had won the 10 million silver prize, I'm actually making 3 times more than if I were to win a rhyme. So that's why, I tend to open up, or at least the gold chest, I aim for the 10 million silver, because I actually end up making more silver that way. And it doesn't really take that long to get to 1,000 keys. I think in a month, if you play a lot, I think you could easily get 3,000 keys, easily. Because when I play, the way, it goes up a lot. Like if I don't have 1,000 keys here, what I typically do is when I'm playing, other than making more keys after each battle, I will watch the ad for the bronze chest. And the reason why I watch this one is because there's, there is 100 here, but I don't think players really win this one. It's more the 20 and the 10 keys. So I'm ramping up my key production basically for the black market by watching the bronze chest. And also, if you are low on boosters, this is the chest you want to open up, because I'm just looking to see what boosters we have here. We have ability boosters, damage boosters, durability, and also shield boosters, also power cells as well. But what you should really be after in this chest are boosters, gold, and keys. You get silver too, but it's not really that much, but still, every bit counts. And that's pretty much what I do when it comes to the black market. So just remember, when you play a game, always activate those key boosters. And if you don't have 1,000, start opening these up here, because it's going to get you those boosters, the keys as well, and gold. So I think that pretty much covers the black market. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the battle reward crates. Okay, so when it comes to the battle reward crates, this is probably one of the most important features when it comes to making a ton of silver. One reason why is because as you climb the league system, you are going to notice your rewards start to improve quite considerably, actually. If we take a look at the, the diamond crate here, for example, you are getting silver, you are getting power cells, silver boosters, which will boost up your silver, after each game, and also components. And remember, if you get like components for weapons or robots that you don't really see yourself running, you can always go back to the workshop. If you go to the storage, you can sell those components and get silver from that. So you are making silver not only by reaching these crates, but also you get things like boosters, silver boosters, or components which you can sell to make even more silver. So if you take a look at like Expert League here, in this case we have key boosters. And remember what I said, when you play a game, use your key boosters to boost up your keys, and then you can open up the gold chest in the black market. Okay, so this is a really important feature that you want to make sure that you climb the league system. And once again, if you play a lot, you will find you are hitting these crates more frequently, and you can get a lot of silver. This is how I get a lot of my silver on this baby account, but especially on my main account on iOS, which I play, often. I always reach the champion crate, and I think every time I reach the champion crate, it's about, well, you get 14.6 million, but then you get a bonus, silver after that, and everything is reset. But it turns out to be about, I think it's 20 million silver every time. And we can actually make a lot of silver from the battle reward crates. And also what's really important about this feature here is getting those boosters as well. Boosters, keys, and especially power cells. And another thing which I wanted to also mention is, as you progress in the league system, not only do your battle reward crates improve, but also your supply drops, which is what we're going to be talking about next. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the supply drops next, and I mentioned when I was talking about the battle reward crates that, as you progress, you actually can make more silver through the supply drops. So you can see here, I'm in Master League 2, and with each, ad, if I watch an ad, I can actually get 375,000 silver. So what I typically do is, when I need silver quickly, once I'm done watching the ads for offers, for the bonus daily tasks, the black market. When I need silver quickly, I actually go to the supply drops, and after every game, I watch an ad to get 375,000 silver. Now, if you are in Champion League, you actually get 500,000 silver, which, believe it or not, that's quite a bit. I mean, if you were to play 4 games and watch ads, that's already 2 million silver right there. So I use a combination of the battle reward crates and all the other features in order to extract as much silver as possible. And there is a limit, I believe, an ad limit for the supply drops. But I just wanted to share this with you in case you need to ramp up that silver quickly. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at operations to see what we can get from operations in terms of more silver. Okay, so next up we have operations. So what can be done in operations in order to, get more silver? So typically, when you have operations, you want to play a lot because not only do you get more silver, but you also get things like gold, keys, which is once again really important because it's tied to the black market. You get power cells, key boosters here, and you may even get things like paint jobs or even weapons and robots, which if you don't want to run those weapons and robots, you can always sell it for more silver. But even the paint jobs you can sell for silver as well. So you can see here, once you start getting to about level 20 onwards, your silver increases. So you have 1 million there, 2 million here, and all of this tends to build up pretty quickly. Okay, so, having spoken about operations, we're going to be taking a look at boosters next because I have spoken briefly about it, but there is a couple of things I want to mention with boosters, and we're almost done here. But if you are enjoying this video and you are finding this information helpful, make sure to leave a thumbs up and also consider subscribing if you haven't already. So having said that, let's continue with the boosters. Okay, so next up, we're going to be taking a look at boosters. Now, I did talk about this kind of briefly when I was covering the black market, but whenever I play a game or when I play for like an hour or so, I always make sure to activate especially my key boosters. I have so many of these, but I do activate it, and it's all there to kind of boost up my keys so that I can open up the gold chest. Now, if I have like silver boosters in this case, then I do activate it whenever I play. If you're wondering where did I get that, I got it from the battle reward crates, which is this here. I think it's a diamond crate. So from the diamond crate, I picked up the silver boosters. And also, when I do play, I make sure to activate like attack boosters, defense boosters. This is going to strengthen like your robot shield, give it more health, also more speed and more damage as well. So it affects the performance of your robot. Now, if you really want to take this to the next level and increase like your damage output and stuff, definitely make sure to watch my other episode where I cover, how to really maximize your damage with your current hanger, because that's going to be really important. It's going to help to actually boost up your silver in the long run. So that's all I have to say really about boosters. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at basically your hangar. What can you do in your hangar to boost up your silver? Okay, so next up, we're going to be taking a look at selling equipment. So what do I mean by that? I mean selling weapons, robots, paint jobs, pilots, modules, titans, titan weapons, titan modules, anything that's in your hangar that you don't really need and you don't really see yourself using, you can always sell it for silver. So in the example that I showed you guys earlier for the rhyme, if I go to the rhyme here, if I didn't need this rhyme, I could actually sell it and get 3 million silver. And it's always a good idea to do this, especially after an event, because quite often you win, weapons and robots and stuff. And if you don't need it, you can always sell it for silver. Okay, so always make sure that you do that on a regular basis. I typically go through like the light weapons, medium weapons, heavy weapons to see if there's anything there. And then I go through my robot inventory, which you can always do. So if you click on change robot here, let's just say, for example, I didn't need this Cossack. Okay, so you can always sell the Cossack. You don't get that much, but remember also from this Cossack, it also had a weapon. So if I go to the medium weapon slot here, I can sell that Molot as well, which should be here, I believe. So we have a Molot here. We have Punishers as well. So it's always a good idea to do this on a regular basis so that, you can take advantage of all that silver, especially during those, upgrade overdrives for the silver event. Always make sure that you do this prior to that so that you are prepared. And in terms of the skins, now, if you click on a robot and you click on the paint job here, I think I have 2. And you can see like a trash can, so if you do that, you can always sell the skins of your robot as well. And I believe for pilots as well, so we can do that. Although I'm not going to do this right now, as it's going to take up too much of my time. But if you scroll to the right, so these are pilots that I'm guessing I probably picked up through operations or something. But what I would do is you can assign it. And if you click on there, you can sell it. And you get silver for this as well. So I don't really need this, but I'm going to sell it anyways. Let me just put my other pilot back on. I think it was this one. I think it might have been that one. I think it's this one. Okay, so we managed to sell weapons. You can sell robots, paint jobs, pilots, and also modules. Okay, if you go to modules, I think I already sold, all of the regular one. So basically you can go to inventory and you can sell it as well. And let's see, I think we've covered all the robots and stuff. Another thing that you can do is for your Titan. So usually, when you have your Titan, you have the Kid Titan as well. So you can actually sell the Kid if you don't plan on using it in the future. So if I were to sell this, I would get 3 million, silver. And don't forget, it also has weapons. So you can sell those weapons individually as well. So let's just go back here. And I do believe I have a retaliator, so we have actually 2. So if I were to sell 2 of these, I would get almost 9 million silver. So if I need more silver, I can always sell, the Titan itself or the Titan weapons. But be very careful of clicking that trash can. Make sure that you have the right, weapon or robot, because once it's gone, it's gone. And those are the things that you can do in order to, clean up your inventory and also to free up silver for your account. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to mention as well when it comes to also selling items. Now, typically, if you have multiple robots, like for example, if you have, 5 Ravanas for whatever the case may be, if you are going to sell it, I wouldn't sell all of the 5 robots. I would sell maybe 4. Always make sure that you have one in stock. Just in case the meta does shift and you might need it as a counter for something else out there. So I always make sure that I do that, and I always make sure that I have duplicates of things if I'm going to be selling. And having covered the inventory here, we're going to be taking a look at sort of an end game screen which shows the honor points, because this is another area that I think players can always improve on when it comes to making more silver in the game. Okay, so I ended up actually playing a game on this baby account. I got 2.2 million damage, 5 kills, 3 beacons in the game I played. I do have 632,000 silver because I was using one of the silver boosters, the free ones, which I showed you earlier. and also the key booster. But notice how many keys I actually got from that one game alone. So I have 12 keys here from one game. Keep in mind that sometimes you do get ads to increase your silver as well when you're playing solo. I think it's like the first 3 games or something. And, the part that I want to really actually show you guys is the honor points. So this is a breakdown of the honor points, and you are going to notice certain things. So for example, when you drop in, you want to try to get more damage, you want to try to get beacons, you want to obviously try to win, and damage to enemy robots, which again I covered in a previous episode, so definitely make sure you check out the other episodes of the series, because it all contributes to your honor points, which results in you actually making more silver. Finishing battles, dealing damage to titans. Once again, all of this is mentioned in my previous episodes. Capturing beacons, really important. Deploying your titan, and they have other things here like repairing allies. So things like repairing, it might be a good idea at a later stage in the game, like if you have like a Nodens or a healing bot, to use that, because this way you get more honor points, and if you get more honor points, you get more silver. So that might be something you want to invest in terms of robots. But I just wanted to kind of point that out, because that can help increase your honor points as well. Okay, and you can see why I was kind of going over things like getting beacons, how to defend beacons, because it all comes together when you are getting more silver or like more gold. And I just wanted to show you guys that. And there is actually one thing I wanted to mention as well, because while I was editing my video, I noticed I did not mention, speaking of free offers here, one thing I did not mention is, that you can actually sell drones. So the way you do that is if you click on a drone. Okay, so one thing I realized afterwards was on my baby account, I don't have enough drones, so I couldn't really sell extra drones if I didn't have enough. I'm going to use this battle recording account to hopefully illustrate what I wanted to show. Okay, so let's just say you had 5 drones here. You don't have to worry about these 2, but you have 5 and you have extra. This is how you would sell your extra drones. So what you do is you go to change drone, you find the drone you want to sell, and there's going to be a trash can here. And you get 100,000 for this drone, the Discus. Not a lot of silver, but at least it's something. And if you have extra drones, it might be something worth considering in the future, because you do end up picking up drones through things like events, the black market, and operations and stuff like that. So that's just another option in order to ramp up your silver production. So I hope I was able to cover all the areas to get your silver. If there's other ways, let me know in the comment section down below, so that other players can learn from you as well as myself. And I think that pretty much wraps everything up. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.